7 o'clock on the dot. At least it is for me. 7 p.m. We're going to start sharp at 7 p.m. today. All right, good evening, good evening, good evening. Thank you for joining me today. If whether you're joining me live or you are joining me at your leisure, thank you so much. I appreciate your support. If this is your first time, my name is Claude. This is All in Society and Friends. And by friends, I mean anybody who is watching this show. You guys are more than welcome to come on, to interact, to engage. Just jump in the chat and let's talk it up. I know it's election day today, so hopefully everybody went out there and vote for whoever you voted for. Regardless, just make sure you vote. But we're going to get into it. So today's episode, it is episode number 11, the 11th episode. Doesn't seem like that many. I do podcasts as well, pretty much same title, All in Society on every podcast network, your favorite podcast network. So make sure you check that out. All in Society, just make sure you follow the show, download all the episodes, and you watch them at your leisure. Same thing as here. Watch it whenever. You guys, I don't expect everybody to watch live at 7 p.m., but that would be wonderful if I had hundreds and thousands and however many watching at the same time. That would be awesome in the future. It's definitely something to look forward to next year. But you got to start somewhere. So start small and grow. But thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I have a website, allinsociety.com, ALLSOCIETY.com. You can check out my LinkedIn if you want to check that out. I will put the link in the episode description, as well as my Instagram page as well. I'll post fun videos on there. Typically, every day I'll try to post something. I'll post something earlier today, talking about a stock that I purchased today, and we're going to get into that a little bit later as we go on throughout the episode today. If you'd like to email me as well, check the episode description, and it is cpurchase@sudasolutionsgroup.com. You can stay up to date with any products or services I have coming up. I will on my YouTube page. I'm currently working on it right now. It's kind of real basic, so I want to make it real nice and presentable, high quality. But like Poker 101, I know I can't be everywhere in everybody's living room to come over and provide a awesome experience and bring the table, the chips, the cards, everything, and kind of show you guys everything. So I want to bring it so it's easily consumed and it's free. So I'm going to do a Poker 101 and break it down to multiple episodes. And then in the future, like next year, no, actually, I'll I'll hit on that in a second, George. I will, well, real quick, I'll tell you guys why I'm laughing. So George texts me, he says, "You must have smoked a fat one before you got on." No, so I don't, so I typically don't, I'm not a big drinker, but this time throughout the year, there's this beer company, Flying Dog, and I think it's local in Maryland, and they have this beer, and it's called, man, I'm drawing a blank. Let me search for it. Actually, I went to the website, and I think they discontinued it. This is my favorite beer. If I can think of it throughout the episode, I'll definitely bring it. But Family Drama. So it's the perfect name. It's called Family Drama. but it was perfect. It was a pretty heavy IPA. They have pretty strong IPAs, and so I indulged in one of those before I started this episode while I ate dinner. So that's the reason why my eyes might be a little faded. But that's funny. So I wanted to give George a shout out as I read the text as it came in. It made me lose my train of thought. Um, but we'll go on down the topics of the episode today. So before we start anything, make sure you go to your favorite episode, your favorite podcast network, and download my last episode. It's called Chatbot Wars. So yesterday, over the weekend, Elon announced XAI, and yesterday, ChatGPT announced their latest upgrade. So they're just kind of battling, and I am not. Would y'all stop? I had a alcoholic beverage. I don't drink they're 8.7%. It's the truth. This is supposed to be a family show. So there goes a family show episode. Maybe this will be like a hitter. I promise I did not. It's just the beer. It's just the beer. Stefan said, "You are so lit. Done, done, done." No, it is just the truth. And it's bringing out the truth. It hits me like this every time. Every time. But anyways, thank y'all for joining. But definitely check out last episode. I go into detail just the differences between the chat bots from Elon and then the one from OpenAI that Microsoft is heavily invested in, and probably the one of the main reasons their stock keeps one of the reasons why their stock keeps going high. The word high, haha, haha. Uh, NFL top five. I will go over that today. Poker table talk, and we have multiple conversations we're going to have in poker today. Movie night. I'm going to go see the Marvels Thursday, so a couple of nights from now. Thursday night, opening night. Excuse me, actually in the afternoon. There was a 3:30 in the afternoon showing, so I'm gonna go see that one. To be quite honest, I'm not that enthused, but I'm definitely gonna go see it. We're gonna talk about finance, the market, we do a little market talk, and then I did want to discuss because it was something that piqued my interest and caught my eye. The American credit card debt level, where it's at right now. We discussed it in either one of my podcasts or one of the previous shows on All in Society and Friends, one of the previous episodes, I believe, from last month, and it's ticked up higher. I didn't know that, George. What company is it? George just said there's a company that appointed AI as their CEO. What? Like, I can see they appointed it to do interviews, but appointed there to be a CEO and make all like that'd be crazy. I think we're wow, wow. That's it. Well, I'm telling y'all, when we're talking about AI, Elon has so much access to so much data. Just think about it. From Tesla, he knows where everybody's driving. He knows where everybody's going. Who knows how much information he can get from that, and then he has all your information from X or Twitter. I just want you guys to think about that. If you don't, right now Tesla is pretty expensive. To be quite honest, I think like the average cost or what they say the fair value is like $215, and right now the stock is sitting at $222. This stock is probably going to be at $300 by the end of the year. I'm, I'm just take a couple $100. We're gonna go over a disclaimer. This is what I would do. I'm gonna go over a disclaimer a little bit earlier, but if Tesla drops a little bit closer to $200, instead of going and buying some silly stuff for Christmas, and we're gonna talk about that as well. And I promise to be not so negative in this negative Nancy. because I want to bring people in and not like deter people. And I'm starting to notice like I don't want to be that guy that's trying to tell people how to live their life and this, and that. That's not what I'm trying to be. Um, but take $200. Well, I would take $200 rather than going to spend it on something silly this Christmas and put it in Tesla and just don't touch it anymore. Same thing as Bitcoin. At least I wouldn't buy Bitcoin right now. It's pretty high. Wait for it to maybe come back down closer to like 25,000. Or you can do dollar cost averaging and just put in a little bit every month. So it really doesn't matter what the price is. You're still going to buy it. It's going to average out. Moving on. All right, poker players. Well, I know we got a couple poker players in here. So today I put a post up and I said that Chance Corneth was the GOAT. But I wanna take a couple steps back and I'm gonna go again because I thought about this and 100%. This is kind of like the LeBron James against Michael Jordan, but I think Daniel Negreanu is the GOAT for as much as he does off the felt for the game as well, and how he carries himself. You know, Phil Hellmuth, he has his antics and stuff. That's kind of like I'm good on that. But Phil's good for the game as well. But Daniel Negreanu, as far as like one of the best poker players and just a great ambassador for the game. Daniel Negreanu, 100%. I would say he is the GOAT. He's my GOAT at least. So in the chat, I know Stefan said Phil Ivey. I'm just curious to know what you guys think or who you guys think the GOAT is. Hey Rita, how you doing? Stand on your word. Are you talking about the GOAT conversation? Well, no, I thought about it. I Daniel Negreanu is my favorite player, and I thought about it. I think he's 100% the GOAT. Chance Corneth. The reason why I said Chance is number one, his results speak for themselves, and because I've invested in his program and stuff, so I'm learning from him. So I think that's kind of the reason why I went with that. But let's move it on. We're going to do the NFL top five. We're going to start off with the NFL top five. So last week I had Eagles at number one, Ravens two, Dolphins at number three, Chiefs number four, and Cowboys number five. Hold on, I got you. I'm adding stuff on real quick. Just 1 second, guys. See, you gonna say something outlandish. I think I did pretty good this month. All right, just sent the leak. And that was through week 8. So like I said, Eagles I had number one, Ravens number two, Dolphins number three, Chiefs number four, and Cowboys number five. That was through week 8, just through week 8. Hurry up. You put makeup on? Kitty is the GOAT. George, come on now. Kitty is the local GOAT. He could be the local GOAT. He can be the Maryland GOAT. Dang, took you long enough. Hello. Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
All right. Everybody, this is Stefan. He is the certified top five official for NFL top five. So welcome to the show.
What up, what up, what up?
All right. So I'm gonna go from number five and all the way up to number one for this week, week 9. And so at number five, just hear me out. This is probably gonna be a little rocky. So at five, I still have the Niners. I know they lost 3 in a row, and they lost to the Bengals, but I still think, especially when they got Chase Young, so they got an addition on defense. So hopefully they shored up their defense. I think Purdy after the bye, he's going to collect himself. They're going to get healthy, and they'll come back and they'll be the team we expect them to be. I don't even know who they're playing, to be quite honest with you, Next game.
They playing Jacksonville this week.
Ooh, that's it. All right. Because you said you like
In
Jack.
Jacksonville.
You
In
had Jack.
Jacksonville.
Okay, you had Jacksonville in your top five last week.
Number three.
Yeah. All right. So I got 49ers number five. I have Bengals at four. I think Bengals now they're healthy. Looks like Joe's back to himself. He's feeling good. So I got them at number four. They beat the Bills this past week. Ravens number three. I got Chiefs at two, and then I got Eagles at one.
We had the same top three, but
Yeah,
4 and 5. 4 and 5 is we're off.
it's not. There's a couple of teams you can juggle with, or juggle with. Who do you like at three or four and five?
I have mm, oh Jaguars at 4, and I have Bengals at number 5.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense because you had Jaguars in your top five last week too.
Yeah.
I don't know. That just didn't. They haven't really played anybody to me.
So
Jaguar. They had some middle. They played middle
um,
of the teams.
there should be no 5 and 3 team really in the top 5, but one team, and that's the best 5 and 3 team right now. It's only 3 6 and 2 teams left. 6 and 2 teams left. So my best 5 and 3 team is the Bengals.
Yeah, they
The
like
Bengals.
yeah they like I said. Looks like Joe Burrow's healthy. Their defense. I don't know. There's one game.
This week will tell a lot.
What'd you say?
I said this week will tell a lot. Did you see the? I don't know if it's ESPN or NFL ratings. Man, they had Eagles at number 8,
Whoa,
number
why?
8 or 7. They had. Oh my god, it was horrible.
Who do they had number one then? Chiefs probably.
He's,
Yeah, maybe. I already knew it.
we played them on Monday night,
When?
next Monday.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, played on Monday night
Wow.
in Kansas City.
Wow. I didn't watch the game. I went to church Sunday, so I didn't watch the game on Sunday. Chiefs game. Did you watch it?
They played her early.
Yeah, at
Yeah, I
9:30.
watched it.
Okay.
Yeah,
They
the
just made,
Dolphins could the Dolphins could have won. It just I don't. It messed my parlay up and everything. Freaking
fumble,
Tyreek Hill on it, huh?
what fumbling. What did Tyreek Hill do? Nothing.
Only had like 60 yards or something like that.
Well, I mean, if anybody knows how to stop him, Kansas City would know how to, right?
He just fumbled the ball. I don't know. It was I don't know. Tua overthrew him like 2 times. He could have had him. Tua just had a bad game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Bad day to
That's
have
why I said, huh?
day to have a bad game.
I don't know. Dolphins. The Dolphins are make it to the playoffs and be out the first round.
Depends on who they're playing. If they got a team that don't score,
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The way the schedule looks, if they had to play Cincinnati, they'll lose. They had to play Ravens, they'll lose. That if somehow Kansas City slip up, they'll lose. They'll lose to Kansas City. Jacksonville, I think Jacksonville will beat them. I mean, if Houston Texans wind up making the playoffs, they'll lose to Houston. I mean,
Stroud.
that boy, man, I'm so mad. I have him on a parlay. The man had 400 and some yards and 5 touchdowns, no interceptions.
George said he likes Ravens number one. He said Dolphins 0-3 against winning
Man,
against teams with a winning.
tell,
They
tell,
bums.
where is George? Ain't he from like freaking North Dakota? They don't watch football in North Dakota.
He said you can't be using the word "we" when you refer to the Eagles because You didn't play for the Eagles. He's so disrespectful.
Hey, me and George go at it all the time. Where's he at now? Where's he working at now?
He's in where all my exes live in Texas.
Oh, he in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
he down there. He down there at a poker room somewhere.
I think he's probably a little hop and a skip to one of the rooms, but they're all over the place. Yeah. I want to go see
Hey,
Victor Wembanyama, and I want to go play some poker. Is that too much to ask for?
let's make the trip. I'm down. Let's go.
It's expensive. Shoot. All that
What?
traveling.
What's expensive? The flights are cheap as I don't know what right now.
To where? Texas?
Well, I'm trying to go to Vegas to play WPT in December. Why you in where you going to Bahamas?
Yeah.
The flights is on. It's like 230 for a round trip.
To Vegas right now?
Yeah,
They trying to, yeah, they want everybody to go. It's not the same time as, no, the F1 stuff is like 2 weeks, I think.
yeah. It's after it.
Yeah. Did
Like, no matter.
you saw the movie Gran Turismo, didn't you?
Oh yeah,
That
that
movie,
movie was awesome. Though.
yes, that movie was fire.
When you posted, I said, "Oh man, I missed to watch it." So I pulled up on my phone. It was like 2 o'clock in night. Man, I couldn't. I was asleep, but once that movie started, I said, "Oh my god!" I went right. That movie was good. Yo. I gotta
Yes.
watch it again.
Hmm.
The movie was perfect.
They re-released it in the theaters. It was $5. I wanted to go see it because Patrick had told me he had seen it multiple times. He said it was a great movie. It had everything that you'd want in it. I was like, yeah, whatever, Patrick. And then I
It
said,
didn't, it, it, it didn't have everything you wanted.
boy, what did you want in it? What
That's
else?
rated PG. That's
Huh?
rated PG. That's
Oh,
rated PG.
I'm trying to think who was in. Oh, I don't remember. Right. Anyways, moving on.
Yeah, it was really good. That was really, really good. Like really good. I was surprised how good it was.
Hmm.
Really good.
Hmm. I'm gonna go see the Marvels. That's probably not going to be really good.
You know the Marvel fan?
No, I mean I like the movies, but I'm not expecting too much from the movie.
I'm just like this really well. It's not really the first movie since the end games, but
Yeah,
I'm ready. This is like feeding off the end game, so I'm want to see where it goes after this movie. That's what I'm anticipating.
yeah. Do you
So
you have Disney Plus? The Loki show seems like it's pretty good. I haven't watched it, but
yeah, I don't like the shows. I don't like the last really Marvel show I watched was like in the movie in the '90s when there was the cartoons and whatnot. But I don't like how they do those shows like that. I don't know.
there was the She-Hulk one was kind of silly. I don't even think I finished watching that one.
I didn't
Uh,
even watch that. Like I said, I don't watch. I like the movies. I don't watch the little
yeah,
the little
the
spin-off
first
shows
Loki
and whatnot. I don't like that.
got a little out there though, like really out
Huh?
there. The first Loki series was pretty good. It got a little out there though, but it was pretty good. Uh,
I don't like how when they kill characters like Loki died in the movies. So I don't like how they
dies
try
all
to
the
bring him back around.
he,
Huh?
di- he dies all the time and comes back.
I know, right? But the last time he's dead, he's not coming back. So I don't like they try to keep him alive by making a show. I don't like that.
I don't know. Marvel and Disney got a lot going on right now. Moving.
Yeah, I just can't wait till they see how they're gonna go after the Marvels and with Iron Man and they got another Captain America coming out. They got Guardians of the Galaxy 3 already came out.
Mhm.
Supposed to be another oh what is Iron Man buddy name? Don Cheadle. What character he play?
I don't know. He's probably not going to get his own movie though. He's not that.
It's supposed to. He's in a movie.
I'll be surprised if they give him. a lot of the stuff that they were planning on doing, they exited. Because
Oh, they did.
going on, yeah, yeah,
Well,
trying to make
I,
more back to what it was. Marvel movies used to be like the movie, like blockbuster movies, and they would break records. We haven't been anything like that since Endgame.
yeah,
Not,
the end games. I was wondering how Warriors would go after the end games, and the Captain, well, the Guardians of the Galaxy, that was a good one. Did you see Volume 3?
mhm.
Yeah, and then they had the longer another. What was the one before that came out right before this one?
I'm talking about
There was
Doctor.
an Iron. Oh, Thor! Thor got another one coming out.
Oh, they missed me on that. I'm good on Thor. He's kind of,
Thor is not bad.
if you say so. Yeah.
It's not. I
Yeah.
like Guardians of the Galaxy though. You like Guardians of the Galaxy?
Those,
Yeah, freaking what's the name? The one that's from Earth. He's pretty funny.
who?
The guy's from Earth from Guardians of the Galaxy. He's from Earth, planet Earth. I got
Oh,
his name.
yeah, yeah, the main character.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Well, I'm
I
about
can't.
to head on to do the rest of the stuff. Definitely stay and jump in the chat if you want. George. Oh, Ryan's in there too. What's up, Ryan? All
Ryan Hill.
good. He is a poker player. I'm pretty sure I dealt to him when when I was dealing in Stockton way before I moved to
It's like 5 or 6 Ryan players.
no, he's not from this area.
Oh, he's not from there. Okay.
I played with him. Like I said, I dealt to him originally in Choctaw. I'm pretty sure. There's like a small group of well, I don't know how big it is, but there was a group of guys that used to play in Oklahoma. I used to crush the fields, the tournaments. Nathaniel Kogel. I remember Ryan. He was one of the players that used to crush the fields in Oklahoma and that around that area as well. Um,
I always want to go play those little. I call them little down south casino tournaments and whatnot, like middle of nowhere tournaments with the
yeah,
hillbillies.
yeah. Tyler too, but he
I'll probably be the only black person in the tournament.
no, it ain't like that. There's um
Black people live in Oklahoma.
small poker rooms either. They're some of them are bigger than MGM.
Oh shoot!
Really, the event space and stuff and the tournaments that they're like MGM is small potatoes. That unless it's the full room, that's not a big series. And the stuff at Maryland Live, that's not really big series. Big
I
series
mean,
will
man,
go out to Choctaw and North Carolina Cherokee, and couple like big and the Florida events too. Those are big fields. The stuff around here is small potatoes.
yeah, no,
Yeah, yeah. But no, yeah,
yeah.
uh, yeah. Ryan, I'm pretty sure Ryan he has he is a he might have won a bracelet, but I know for sure he's won a couple of rings, circuit rings. Very accomplished player. Great player.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It
But
sounds like it's good.
yeah, for sure.
Hopefully, I come out there and I can introduce him to me. How long do you think he lasts at the table with me?
Trust me, he ain't worried about you.
Oh, ooh, I like a competition. I like that. Hey, Ryan, he just put a bullseye. He just put a bullseye on you. If I ever come out there, I'm looking for you.
Man ain't worried about you. All right. Well,
I like it like that.
I'll, I'll I'm gonna send you a link for the next episode.
Say less.
All right. Thank you for coming on tonight, though. All right. Thank you. We're keeping on the poker discussion, though. So this next topic will lead to one of my next interviews. Poker stars, those of you that are not poker players or just familiar with poker stars. So back in high school, and this was like early 2000s, there was an online poker website, and there's multiple online poker websites. The one that was called Poker Stars, Full Tilt, um, a couple other places you could play online, and it wasn't really regulated or anything like that until one day the government came in and then shut everything down. It's like one day we were at, this is what I was playing this in high school when we weren't supposed to be, and and throughout college as well. I think my freshman year of college as well, maybe my sophomore year, and then log it on one day, and all of a sudden you see this screen that says FBI, or something like along those lines on the screen. At first, I thought my computer was hacked, so because I'm going to have up something. Oh no. Um, I'm just Googling and trying to figure out what's going on. Sure enough, yeah, they came in and they shut everything down. And since then, PokerStars really hasn't had much of a presence in United States. So right now in Las Vegas, there is a event. It's called the North American Poker Tour, and it's at Resorts World Casino, and it's basically put on by PokerStars. And during this event, they had a panel, a women in poker panel. And like I said, PokerStars hosted it during the North American Poker Tour at Resorts World in Las Vegas. And the panel addressed ways to bring more women into the game. If you're curious why I'm kind of, having this conversation, because I think the easiest way to expand and grow the game of poker, and I'm a huge proponent of growing the game of poker, and not just to get more people to gamble. I believe there's many benefits to learning the game of poker, and then I'll elaborate on that maybe a little bit later. Or I've also talked about it in previous episodes as well, like last episode. So make sure you check that out. But definitely the easiest way to grow the game of poker is by getting more women to participate. Right now, you go into a poker room, there's probably maybe one woman per table. And there's multiple reasons that women don't play. There's economic reasons. And also it's because men are creepers and they don't necessarily, women don't necessarily feel comfortable playing at the table with men making comments or just making them feel uncomfortable. I also believe that men are more keen to these risky situations like gambling, more so than your typical woman would be. They probably more so want to hold on to their money and keep their money and not put it at risk, which makes a lot of sense. Women are smarter than men. And maybe more inclined just if they're going to go and gamble or risk anything that's going to go play a slot machine where there's not a lot of, you know, no thought involved. It's just really bang, bang. All right, win, lose. And then if I lose, I'm gone. If I win, I'm not going to risk too much. Us men, we're greedy. We win a little bit. We're going to see how far. We're try to push it as far as we can. At least that's in um, my experience. What the deal is. But moving on, a lot of this information is from a Poker News article, and I will post the article in the episode description. According to recent PokerStars survey of 1,000 women in the United Kingdom, 72% of women do not play poker, with reasons including they don't know how to and never having had the opportunity to. Women represent less than 8% of most fields at the World Series of Poker, including the main event. And during this event, Rebecca McAdam Willits, hopefully I didn't butcher her name, hosted the panel. She is responsible for consumer relations for PokerStars. She explained a 5-year plan for the poker site has in place to grow the game among women, which includes partnerships with Aaron Leiden's Poker Power Women in Poker organization. Now, I believe I've seen this organization at Maryland Live having events and I've definitely been on their website, and definitely looks like they're doing positive things, and it's awesome. I believe it's if it's the same organization teaching young women poker, and like I said, not just teaching them poker to gamble, but teaching them just poker 101, and using those skill sets to kind of learn other things, and taking those and just kind of relating it to maybe investing and budgeting and things like that. So it's pretty cool. The panel at the poker tour shared their poker experiences and how they were introduced to the game. Online poker could be a catalyst to increase female participation online and at live events. I will be diving into this topic further, like I said, with the guest. So stay tuned for that. And as I mentioned, if you guys wanted to read that article, I'll have it in the episode description. As I stated with Stefan, I'm going to see Marvel's opening night on Thursday, at least opening night to me, the earliest I can attend. Well, really Thursday afternoon, a 3:30 p.m. show, and get in and out the way before the masses come in for the evening. Um, I'm not really expecting a whole lot of this movie. Like I said to Stefan, after Endgame, it's been kind of bland. Doctor Strange movie was all right. I believe that came after Endgame, right? That movie was all right. I was expecting a little bit more from that as well. I'm not sure what I was expecting, but just expecting more. Um, so, I look forward to it, but not really, low expectations. But I'm curious, have you guys seen Loki? If you have, definitely let me know what your thoughts are. I watched the first season of Loki. Haven't had the opportunity to watch this season's. To be quite honest with you, I got rid of Disney Plus because they're putting out kind of BS content, in my opinion. So I was moving on, moving on. All right, we're going to get into the market talk. So I'm going to go over the disclaimer. The information provided in this show about personal finance and investing is for educational and entertainment purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. Viewers are encouraged to consult with a qualified financial advisor, which is not myself, before making any investment decisions. The content presented may not be accurate, complete, or timely, and we do not assume, or I do not assume responsibility for any errors or omissions. Investing involves risk, and past performance is not indicative of future results. That is so key. Any endorsements or advertisements featured do not constitute recommendations, and by participating in the show, you acknowledge to these disclaimers. All right, moving on. So today, like the stock market, this game is starting to take over for my love for poker. For multiple reasons. I like the fact that I can pretty much go anywhere and everywhere, and get dirty with the stock market as long as I have my computer and Wi-Fi, and I don't have to travel to a poker room. I don't have to sit around and fold hands unless you want to play every single hand. You're dealt at the table. I don't suggest you doing that. It's probably not going to end well for you unless you just have a very passive table and you're super aggressive. But I want to talk about a few companies that are in my portfolio or that I am watching. First up, Disney. So Disney finds a new CFO, Hugh Johnston. He is a former PepsiCo CFO, and he will become the financial officer for Disney beginning December 4th. Johnston spent 34 years with PepsiCo. He had held multiple positions before becoming Pepsi CFO in 2010. Disney continues its search for a new CEO after Bob Iger. Um, and my question is, do you guys think Johnston could be the possible candidate? Only time will tell. But I'm definitely curious if maybe they hired him for not just this position, but to really learn the in and outs. He is the CFO, so finances are extremely important, especially now that Disney's pretty much transitioning their business. Trying to get things in order from what it's typically how it's typically been organized and ran. So I look forward to seeing how this is going to pan out going forward. Disney is reporting their earnings tomorrow. All right, earnings are reported today. Vivid Seats, ticket symbol SEAT seat. So Vivid Seats, they reported earnings before the bell today, beating Wall Street's estimates and raising guidance for the remainder of 2023. I bought 158 shares with the average price of $6.43. So every once in a while, you can find shares or stocks, companies that are on a low. So this company, I'm pretty sure it became public through a SPAC. So it's a little weary to be involved in these companies because I got bit with EVgo, but that was pretty much last year. Once Tesla started taking over the charging station game, I exited that position. I was like, "Yep, no, that company is not going to be any good." But I think my thesis of the fact that there is going to be a huge need for charging stations, and EVgo had fast chargers, so I think I liked where I was going. But just the company, that wasn't it. But anyways, moving back to Vivid Seats, like I said, I purchased 158 shares with the average price of $6.43 this morning or today. They acquired Vegas.com this quarter after purchasing WaveDash the prior quarter. You might be asking, well, who and what is Vivid Seats? If you're not familiar, Vivid Seats operates as an online secondary marketplace for tickets in the United States and Canada. They have a couple of features that set them apart from their competitors like Ticketmaster. They offer a loyalty program, which I think is pretty key. So for me, at least what gets me, like going to Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A, they have, nice chicken sandwiches, right? But they have a loyalty program. So they give you something back. Kind of like you have these credit cards now and you get cash back. So if I go to your establishment, and especially if I frequent your establishment, it would be nice to get some type of kickbacks. I'm not sure why people started not got on and stopped watching after I've been giving you guys free game. But teach their own. So for a company that to kind of disrupt the industry, especially because you're hearing a lot of negative news and sentiment on Ticketmaster, right? So how do you kind of disrupt the industry, and really how do you get people from Ticketmaster? Well, you develop a loyalty program like Vivid Seats has. So every 10 tickets you purchase, that you will receive 11 ticket free. At least that's what my understanding of the program is. They also have other means for you to be rewarded free tickets, and they provide a marketplace with games and fantasy sports elements as well. So I really like this company, kind of to hang on to for throughout the next year. I was talking to my dad about this. Regardless of what's going on, really, macro conditions, there's a couple of things that people are going to do. They're going to watch their sports, they're going to gamble, and they're going to continue to go to these concerts and continue to go and experience these live events. I think people are, I mean, we'll talk about credit card debt. It's kind of show you, even when times get rough, people aren't going to stop going to do the things that they love doing and share experiences with friends and family. So I think investing in a company like this, either whether it be just short term or long term, is just a great idea. At least for me, this is what I'm doing. And by doing so, by the way that I went about it, like I said in the past, I find companies that are kind of distressed companies. So the company was pretty much very close to its 52-week low, and I waited for their earnings report to come out, and then after the earnings report came out, the earnings beat Wall Street's estimates, so that's a plus, right? And then after it, they have a call, and you get to hear what the CEO and the CFO is saying about the business. And they can provide a little guidance on what's going on in the remainder of this year and next year. And they provided guidance, and they basically said that their business is doing better than expectations. And so I was comfortable buying this distressed company at this price. It was $6.43. So at the end of the day, the stock ran. It was up 15% by the end of the day, 15.84%. So it closed at $7.24. And remember, I purchased it at $6.43. So that's a pretty substantial gain. Just think if you had hundreds and thousands of dollars, and if you made 15% in one day, that would be pretty awesome. And so pretty much for my $1,000 investment, I made $120, $125, $126. So I'm not mad at that, right? It's not something I'm not going to get rich quick. I didn't make anything until I sell the shares. So I didn't sell the shares. I'm letting it ride. I think it still has a little bit more room to run. We'll see now after it's ran 15% in one day after earnings. Is it going to kind of do what Roblox did and it kind of did that gradual climb? Or is it going to snap back down and then, kind of see where it goes from there? But either way, I got myself a little protected. If it snaps back down below $7, I'm going to take the profit from there and then hunt for another opportunity. As I'm moving on, as I mentioned, Disney reports tomorrow. Roblox as well reports tomorrow. So I look forward to listening to both management teams regarding their most recent quarter, especially Roblox. I've been holding Roblox for a very, very long time. Very long time. Roblox, well, excuse me, not a very long time for it. It's I've held it longer than majority of the stocks that I have in my portfolio. Outside of Microsoft and Apple, I've held those pretty much since last year. I haven't been doing this for too long, guys, but I believe I'm a pretty fast learner, and I learn quickly, especially when I lose money. So, um, Roblox is my second largest holding. So, I got it at its 52-week low, as I said before, pretty much $25, and right now it closed today at $35. So it's ran $10 since. That's a pretty substantial gain. Um, I know between both of my portfolios, I've made probably close to $850 to $900 with Roblox so far, and I think with if the right ingredients, if yeah, the right mix, the right ingredients could really take this stock probably $10 higher. I've been looking forward to tomorrow for a while, couple months. I'm not sure if they report before or after the bell tomorrow, so I'm excited. All right, my watch list. So I'm currently looking at two companies. One of these two companies I actually did purchase shares. And so we'll go into both companies. Pfizer was the first company. Um, Pfizer discovers, develops, manufactures, markets, distributes, and sells biopharmaceutical products worldwide. Pfizer's 52-week low price of $29.70 was as of 10/31/23, so Halloween was its 52-week low. Its opening price, which I believe this was Monday, was $31.32. Um, I I plan to buy this company and kind of hold the shares kind of short to intermediate term. Um, Pretty much right now into the early months of next year and see how it's going. But I think this is can be a stock I might be able to hold long term, but we'll see. But I did end up buying 10 shares at $31.15. I think it still has a little bit of room to maybe drop down a little bit more, and I will buy more if it gives me opportunity to. The second company, interesting because this is another cheap company as well, VF Corp, ticker VFC. So VF Corp engages in the design, procurement, and distribution of branded lifestyle apparel, footwear, and related products for men, women, and children in Americas, Europe, and Asia Pacific. It operates through three segments: outdoor, active, and work. And it provides its products under the brands North Face, Timberland, Smart Wool, Icebreaker, Ultra, Van, Supreme, Kipling, Napa, Piri. I probably butchered that, absolutely. Eastpak, Jan Sport, Dickies, and Timberland Pro brand names. So you're definitely familiar with brands like North Face, Timberland. Vans is actually their biggest, I guess, brand in their portfolio, but that is actually doing the worst. So they changed CEOs. They have a new CEO, and his track record is pretty good. The other companies that he was part of. And so hopefully he can do the same thing with VF Corp. I do not have any shares. I've just been watching this. To be honest with you, I've been watching it go up. But to be quite honest, I don't see why it's going up because, well, I believe in 2021 this is $100 share. Now it's like $16 share or stock. So it's gonna be. I don't think that they're gonna turn this company around overnight. So that's the reason why I'm not really eager to jump into it, unless it falls closer to its 52-week low rather than riding higher, farther away from that 52-week low. So I'm gonna practice patience with this one and see if I can get it at a better price. But I'm definitely someone who enjoys wearing North Face. Timberlands, I have their boots. I'm not a big fan, to be honest with you. I think they're not comfortable, at least the ones that I had. Maybe they just didn't fit me correctly. Um, but you definitely, if you guys see me rocking North Face and Vans and stuff like that, heavy Timberlands heavy, you'll know why. All right, last topic, and it's just kind of the Debbie Downer topic, so I left it for last. But the American credit card debt. So Americans owe 1.08 trillion in credit card debt, according to the Federal Reserve Bank of New York. The average annual percentage rate is now more than 20%, an all-time high. If you find yourself carrying a balance, call your card issuer and ask for a lower rate. You may also try an interest-free balance transfer credit card. Resist the urge to spend excessively this holiday season. And if you want to read a little bit more on American credit card debt, I will post the link in the episode description. That's pretty much going to do it for me today. Hour-long episode today. I appreciate you guys for coming on. And I also the engagement tonight was awesome. So I appreciate y'all jumping in the chat, participating. It's exactly what I want this to be like. Um, Please, if you watch this far, please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube page if you're watching on Facebook. Or if you're watching it on YouTube right now and haven't subscribed, please, it costs you nothing. Nothing but a little bit of time, a little bit click action. Please make sure you subscribe, share, like. I truly appreciate it. I'm going to be here doing this regardless. But if you guys are here engaging, it makes it that much more enjoyable. You engage, tell me what you want in the show. Any companies that you maybe want me to research and dive into, I'm here for that. And I'll do it to the best of my abilities. Like I said, I am not by any means an expert at this, but I have been doing pretty decent for myself. And that's why I'm here to share my progress and hopefully inspire, encourage, or maybe help somebody to do the same. Investing is key, and I think it's really the only way that we're going to really reach that financial freedom. I don't think it's doing it by working for somebody else. That's why I started my own business, Suited Solutions Group, LLC, and I'm with the game of poker. I'm going to help others. I'm going to kind of break down their any reasons, any excuse they might have for not investing or wanting to invest, or just kind of change their mindset around a little bit. Maybe it's in budgeting that we need to talk about and discuss. Um, Assets over liabilities and kind of understanding what that is and what that means. And I just want to flip a switch in some of our lives for some of us that haven't kind of flipped that switch yet. It's in there. Every one of us have it. We just got to get the information, and it needs to be presented to us in a consumable fashion. And I believe through the game of poker, I can do just that. Um, um, but in the meantime, I'll be doing it through this podcast. I'll be doing it through my podcast. I'll be doing it through this live show. But bear with me. I do have some great ideas and some solutions coming. It's just it takes a little bit. I don't want to just half butt this. I want to give this to you nice, high quality content and information for you guys. So I'm taking my sweet time with this, and I want to do it, and I want to do it right. Because if I don't do it right at the start, then I'm really going to set myself back, or I won't be able to um, really get the message through. So thank you for your support. For your mobile charging solutions and for our high quality gear and luggage, make sure you guys check out the links to episode description for Cargado for your charging needs and Travel Pro for your luggage and your high quality gear. Um, that's it for me, guys. Remember, life is one big session. Play the cards you are dealt to the best of your ability, and I promise, you'll come out ahead. Peace.